Hi, it's Miss Fifth here, and what I want to show you is how I make a quiz digital using TeacherMade. Now, my students are fully virtual, so this is a quiz that I would give in the classroom, but since we're not there, I'm going to make it digital for them to use. It was really easy. I just went in so far and just edited a couple of these lines here on my Word doc, and then I uploaded it to TeacherMade. Now I'm going to make it digital, and I'm also going to make it so TeacherMade will grade it for me. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to insert, and I'm going to insert a short answer. This is just for their name box. I want them to remember to put their name on everything. And so I'm going to go up here to no border and then edit short answer. I'm going to say do not score. Now I know TeacherMade always gives the point value, a point value of 1 every time that you insert something in. So just so you know, but you can always go up and change it here. So I'm going to push save changes, and then I'm going to duplicate this by pushing Control D so it saves the same settings. Then I'm going to just drag my boxes over here for them to fill in the date and also their number. Whoops. Okay, now I'll get started. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to insert in another short answer. I'm going to keep this one, I'm going to make it about this size, and I'm going to keep the border around it so they know exactly where to type because they're going to have to insert in the answer here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to push Control D again, and I'm going to duplicate these boxes and just drag them on the line here so my students know exactly where to put in the answers. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to edit short answer, and I'm going to insert in the answers here. So that way my students will get credit and it will auto score them when they insert in the right answer. So I'm going to go up here, put in the correct one. Here would be C, and then my last one is A. Now, if you notice, it says match the uppercase or lowercase letters to be correct. So this is good if you want to have them use capital letters, but for this, I don't need that. So I'm just going to leave it how it is. Next, I'm going to go here where I have matching. So for this, I'm going to go up here to insert and matching. And I'm going to drag a box over one side here. And now I'm going to push Control D again to duplicate. I'm just going to drag these boxes over the other spheres that they have to match. And then I'm going to duplicate it again for my other side. And then I'm just going to drag them on top here. Now, in order to match them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and I'm going to, so mountains is clicked on. So now I'm going to click on the one it matches with, and you'll see that it lights up and has that line drawn there. So next I'll go here and match it. Whoops, that is the incorrect match. So what I would like to do is I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to come up here to that, and you notice it will click off of it. And then I'm going to click on here and match it right there. All right, so now that's all set up, and once they match it correctly, they will get 1 point. For my next one, it says check all that apply. So for this, I want to insert in check boxes. Now I have to insert in 5 choices here. So I'm going to drag them so they're all lined up. And as you can see, it'll light up when you hover over it because that's where you just click on the answers. So here I'm just going to go down and click on the correct answers there. So it's all set to go. For this next part, I have to label. So what I'm going to do is go to Insert Short Answer, and I'm going to add a short answer box here. And then I'm just going to duplicate it by pushing Control D again. And I'm going to drag these here. And I'm going to insert in the correct answer. Now, my spelling of the words is right above it. So I'm hoping my students will look above and spell it correctly. And so that way they get full credit. I'm going to remind them as well to make sure that they spell it correctly because the word is right there for them. So that way they can get credit for it. Okay, so now those are ready to go. I'll come down here, and these are multiple choice. So I'm going to insert multiple choice, and these have 3 choices. So I'm just going to drag my box here and line it up and then click on the correct answer. Now I'm just going to duplicate this again by pushing Control D, and notice it duplicates it with the answer there. So I'm just going to change that. So I'm going to line it up here and then I'm going to click on the correct answer. Next, I have another short answer. So I'm just going to drag and drop my box there. I'm going to go to Edit Short Answer and put in the correct answer, which is heat. Okay, the next one is a hotspot. So what I want to do for this is I want to go up to Insert and Hotspot. Now you'll notice that I can drop in these little boxes here. So my students have to click on the spot where there's the most atmospheric pressure, which is at sea level. So I'm going to put this here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control D and duplicate it. And I'm going to put these in different locations. So I'll put one there and one there. Now what I want to do is I want to go up to Edit Hotspot. And I'm going to say that the student should click this hotspot. And then the student should not click these. Oops. Now what I want to do is I want to put them all together. So when they click on the right one, they will get a point. So I'm going to click on one and I'm going to push Shift. And then I'm going to click on all of those so they all light up. So now when they click on this one, they will get the point for clicking on the correct answer. The next ones are true or false. So I'm going to go up to Insert and I'm going to go to True False. And I'm just going to cover up my words here. So that way my students will just click on whether it is true or false. So I'm going to click on an answer here, and then I'm just going to duplicate it. And I'm going to go through and then put in the correct answer. So first I'm going to drag and drop here. Oops, I made an extra one, so I'll just delete that. So now I want to make sure that I'm putting in the correct answers. So this is true. Here we have false, so I'm going to change that. I'm just going to move it over a little bit so I can make sure that they can see the number. Okay, and then this is false as well. So now they would just click on the correct answer, and then they will get graded and a point for each of these. Next, I'll go down here and you'll see that I have multiple choice again. So I'm going to go up to Insert Multiple Choice and do 3 choices, really keeping my kids on their toes with the different choices of how to answer the questions. And so I'm just going to click in here, the correct answer, and then insert, and I have to insert 4. So insert multiple choice, and I'm going to go to 4 choices and insert it here as well. And then I am going to put in the correct answer. So now it's ready to go. TeacherMade will grade it for me. My students will get it. I'll sign it on their Google Classroom, so they'll get it there, and then they'll come on and they will be able to start taking their quiz, and they'll be able to see their score right away. Now, I do want to show you guys, if you go up to View and Preview, you can preview it and see exactly what your student sees. You can see the tools that they're able to use, and you can look it over to make sure that you did everything correctly. I know that this helps me a lot. And so I hope that you were able to see all of the things that TeacherMade can do for you in your classroom. And I hope that inspires you to make some quizzes with it, because I know that has been really easy for me, and the auto grading saves me so much time.